Hello, my beautiful friends. Welcome back to Whispers from the Hidden Realm. Grimly and Sarah here. We're happy to have you here with us today. Remember, if you've clicked on this message is for you. There's no such thing as an accident or coincidences, right? There is a message in here for you. But do remember, this is a collective reading today, so please take what resonates and leave behind what doesn't. But also feel free to share this message with somebody who you may feel needs to hear this message today. Without further ado, Grimly and I went into meditation before we started this reading today. And the first thing that came forward is I feel a lot of you are dealing with a lot of stress. Stress so much that it's physically impeding your chest. I feel a lot of heaviness around your heart, around your chest. I feel a lot of aches and pains kind of coming through the collective today. So let's figure out what that is and what's causing that, and maybe we can have some answers for you on how to work on clearing that. So the deck that came through for us today is the Crow Tarot. Okay. And as always, I'm going to set Grimly aside. He's going to be supporting us in the background here. And as he is supporting us, I'm going to get the cards ready for us. So here's the deck. I'm going to go ahead and shuffle the cards to see what cards need to come out for us today. And immediately we already have cards that are throwing themselves out of the deck. So as I'm shuffling, please remember this is a collective reading, so do take what resonates and leave behind what doesn't. But also do share this with others that you feel could benefit from this message today. The other thing that I'd like to mention is that we do offer private readings. That information is always found in our bio, but I will also include it in the description below. And I will also, pardon me, more cards coming through. All right, let me see if anything else is coming forward. Sorry, I know I interrupted myself, but it was because I got interrupted by the cards. Okay, so looks like that's everything for us today. But as always, like I said, if you are interested in having a private reading that will provide more information into this reading or a completely different direction than this reading goes, please do look us up in our bio or send us an email, and we would be happy to schedule a private reading with you. And also please like and subscribe if you enjoy our readings and want to see more of our content. So the three cards that we have coming forward today is first and foremost the Nine of Wands in reverse, the Sun in reverse, and the Moon in the correct direction. All right, so I'm going to bring these cards back up on the screen for you to sit with for a moment, resonate with, and see what messages are coming forward for you today, just because I want you to get more in touch with what these cards mean to you and base it off of intuition. Don't go look it up in a book, because your intuition is what speaks volumes. So make sure that as you are contemplating these cards that you feel into the emotions that's being displayed here. Look at all the symbolism. I mean, for this particular Nine of Rods, or Wands, if you will, we have a sun, we have clouds, we have, looks like a palm tree leaf, looks like we have some other leaves that are kind of jumbled together, maybe on a flute, maybe on a limb. And as we look further, we have the bird sitting on a limb holding one of the rods in its mouth. But also take a look at the colors. The oranges, the yellows, the whites, the blues, the greens, the browns, the black colors that are all coming through on this card. Okay, so that's the first one. The next one is the Sun card. So again, the same thing. Follow the process. Tap into the emotions. What do you feel? Not what do you think, but what do you feel when you first look at these cards, and then build upon it. Okay. And then last but not least is the moon again. All right, so thank you so much for doing that exercise with me. Please make sure that you put in the comments below how these cards resonate with you, because again, what Grimly and I tell you in this reading is not the only definition of this, okay? What I find very interesting, first and foremost, is that we have two opposites coming forward. We have the sun and the moon, which this tells me that you are trying to balance light and dark. But you're having a little bit of struggle with seeing the light side of your situation. So what immediately is coming forward for me from these cards for me today is that this is not just light and dark, but this is masculine and feminine, the yin, the yang, the finding the right balance in your life, the being able to see the light and enjoy the darkness as well. Knowing that each holds its own story, its own journey, its own message for each one of you to apply in your life. Now, going back to the 9 of rods here, or wands, this is telling me that you've been through a lot. You've processed a lot of things. You have carried a lot of things. You have finally been able to disseminate what is yours versus what is somebody else's, and you've started to let these things go. And if you notice, all of these rods or wands are lined up behind this crow except for this one. And I believe that's significant to you because the ones that are lined up and behind the crow have been resolved. They're now a boundary. A healthy boundary's been put in place, but there's still one unresolved issue that you're still dealing with, that you're still holding on to for whatever reason, and that you just can't quite let go of it. And I feel this has to do with money, relationships, jobs, knowing if you should bring something forward into life or not, that you've already been receiving information on. And this card is coming forward to tell you it's good to have these healthy boundaries. Remember to have boundaries, but not walls. There's a difference between walls and boundaries. Walls close you in and trap everything within inside. Boundaries are more freeing. The energy can flow in and out. The feelings can flow in and out. The emotions can flow in and out, which again, that's why there's the clouds, the sun, and the palm tree leaf here. I believe this is all significant because this is also telling you to ground yourself or connect with the elements of earth, air, fire, water, and spirit, because they are going to help you with the very last rod that you're having a difficult time letting go of. Plus, these are out of alignment for you right now, which is causing some of the confusion, which is causing the delay, which is causing you to maybe feel like you are in a stagnant state and things just are not going forward the way that you want them to. But of course they won't when you're holding too tightly onto a situation, whether that be a person, place, thing, relationship, whatever this is for you. You need to put the healthy boundary in place, not hold on to it, not be on the fence of, well, yes, I'm going to do this. No, I'm not going to do this. No, I'm just going to hang on to it and just keep it tucked in the back pocket or in the background. That's not where this is supposed to be, okay? It's supposed to be, yes, it's supposed to be in your background, but it's supposed to be a healthy boundary. So take a look at what it is that's preventing you from moving forward, what you're hanging on to, or what you're afraid to face that's still hiding in the shadows, which is exactly why the Sun card is coming up next, right? Because the Sun card usually shines a whole bunch of light over the situations, right? But this Sun card is in reverse, which means that you're not ready to shine this light on every aspect of your life to make sure that you have established the healthy boundaries that you need in order to create the momentum that you're looking for in your life. It's also throwing you out of balance, right? Because here you're trying to control the narrative when you're being told to let go. And here you're being told you're just being, the word coming forward is stubborn. You're just being stubborn and not wanting to open your eyes and look at the situation for what it is. You're wanting to hang on to it. You're wanting to live in illusion, in fantasy, in everything's going to be all right if I just say yes, if I just give more of myself, if I just try harder, if I just do better, if I just, whatever the sentence, however you end that sentence, the answer is no. Holding on to this wand, this rod, is causing the confusion and not allowing you to see your next steps clearly, which is why both of these cards are in reverse today for you. So the Moon comes forward now to say, all right, obviously there's something we're afraid of. There's something that we are really, really afraid of that we don't want to shine the light on because we're afraid of rejection. We're afraid of people walking out on us. We're afraid of looking like a fool. We're afraid of not being perfect when that is what we constantly strive for. But the Moon's coming forward to tell you that's not true. Okay, what you're perceiving to be is a fallacy. Okay? Right now, you're this bird locked in this cage. You're the bird holding on to the rod too tight and not shining the light in to reflect on everything that's holding you back. Because yes, this card may show darkness, but it's because the Moon comes out in the dark, right? The Moon highlights things that are hidden that we don't want to deal with, or that we were like, nope, that's just too hard. No, I just can't. I just can't. I've got to keep holding on to it because it's not going to serve me. It's not something that I can let go of just yet. But the longer you hang on to that, the more you stay in the shadows, because the Sun in reverse is not being able to shine your light. So you're staying in this shadow. You're staying in this denial. You're staying in this stagnation, which is preventing your momentum, which is preventing you from moving forward, which is preventing you from living the life that you want to lead in all aspects of your life. So these three cards are also coming forward today, encouraging you to go deeper inside yourself. Go into the void or into the corners, if you will, and clean out the gunk. Ironically, I have a broom sitting here, and this broom came forward saying that it needed to be here today, okay? So things that are significant about this broom is, look at the smoky quartz here, right? It's not transparent, it's foggy. But then it transitions up to this beautiful amethyst, right? First chunk of amethyst and then this long, nice tower of amethyst. Why this is significant is because, as I had just mentioned, you need to go into the corners and the crevices of your subconscious. So grab out your broom, sweep it all into the middle of the room, if you will, and then start clearing out what doesn't belong so you can find the amethyst and the golden light and the beauty and clear out all this fog. Clear out what doesn't serve you. I also feel maybe carrying a smoky quartz and an amethyst with you might help you through this journey, okay? Or having it around you. You don't necessarily have to carry it with you, but maybe you have it with you. Or if you don't have one, you can use these crystals here in this reading today. You can connect with them and utilize them for your practice, okay? So use the broom to sweep everything into the center, not back in the corner, not under the rug, but bring it to the center, bring it into the light. So you can clear up the confusion and bring everything forward into the light. All right? Sorry, there's another message that's coming through, which is, I feel like some of you are ready to throw in your wand, right? Ready to throw in that last wand and go, forget it, it's not worth it, and let all the other ones tumble down. Because you feel like you have tried so hard and you've worked so hard, and everything that you have put out there is not working out the way that you expected it to. Or you feel like you're putting in so much energy, which is why the sun is coming forward. You're putting in so much time, energy, money, space, and feeling like it's falling on deaf ears. Okay? But the moon is coming forward to say, no, that's not true. That's not true. You are gaining momentum. You're just in the shade of the night, meaning that you are in the growth period. You are in transition mode. You are in growth. You are in growth. You are growing. You are learning. You are building your confidence. You're building your trust. You're building your security, your courage. Whatever this may look like for you, you're building it. You're building it. It just requires your patience, because I feel like some of you have put a very specific timeline on this, and I get it. Our world works in a very linear mindset, but the universe and the divine does not follow that same timeline, okay? So release that stress, release that pressure, let it go. Trust in what you've brought to the world is what is needed, even if it's not moving right now. Trust yourself, because you're gaining momentum. But it starts by reflecting internally. Cleaning out the nooks and the crannies. Cleaning out what doesn't serve. Resetting your energy. Letting go of timelines. And then you will start seeing the progress. But the harder you hang on and the more you expect it to come to you in a certain way, shape, or form, or in a certain timeline, or in a certain amount, or whatever it is, the longer it's going to take, because you're trying to control the outcome. The divine's like, nah, sorry, don't play that game. We don't play that game. And we're not trying to play that game, and we're not trying to test you. We need you to trust in divine timing. Trust in your own skills. Trust in your own experience. Trust in what it is that you're bringing to fruition, because you weren't given this dream, this desire, this life to play small or to play down to anybody. Okay? I'm being drawn to one more card today. So the other card that's coming forward is the Spirit Animal Oracle deck. I feel like there's an animal that is going to be coming forward to guide you, that needs to provide some information to you. So let me see what this is. Let me see what's coming forward for the collective today. All right, yep, just as I thought. we have the snake spirit, the number 555, and the message of time to heal, which again aligns with the 9 of rods or wands, the sun, which is the light, the moon, which is the dark, to help you heal so you can move forward. And 555 is very significant. 55. I also feel 555 is significant to some of you out there. All right? So take the time to release what's not serving you anymore. Set the healthy boundaries. Observe your situation as it truly is, not with rose-colored glasses or any illusions or any unrealistic expectations. Look in the deep, dark crevices, corners of your mind, your body, your soul, to determine what needs to be cleaned out, what needs to be carried with you, so you can fully heal and step into your true, authentic self. All right, you guys, so that is the message today. Thank you so much for joining Grimly and I here. Grimly and I are super excited that you joined us here today. We do hope that that message resonated with you. Some of you may want to actually hang on to this message too, so save it and review it in the next few days, because this may have more significance to you in the upcoming days. But as always, we appreciate you being here and being with us at Whispers from the Hidden Realm. Please remember to like and subscribe so you can stay up to date on our latest content. Until then, you guys, thank you so much for joining us again today. Have a wonderful day. We love you.